back to another episode of Public Opinion Tea Time with your hosts, Pam and Vanetta. Hello. Tea Time is where we talk about what everybody's talking about or what's trending or just, something that would provoke conversation. And today we're going to be talking about something. There's a subject that has popped up a couple of times on social media. And I was listening to the radio today and the same subject came up again. So I said, you know what, Vanessa, we need to talk about this. And that is when you go out to dinner in a group.
Yeah.
Do you split the check evenly or do you just have everybody be responsible for their own meal? So that's what we're going to be talking about today.
All right.
Okay, so Vanetta, what do you think?
I think it depends on the mix of the group too. I think all of that depends is important. Is it couples? Is it a bunch of ladies out?
Mhm.
Is it lunch? Is it a birthday? I think all that. But
Yeah.
what I really think is that we talk about it. No one person makes that decision. The only decision I think one person can make is to pick up the tab.
Right. I think that needs to be discussed before you get to the restaurant, or the person who actually makes the reservation should make sure that they check with the restaurant, first of all, to see whether or not they do split checks, individual checks. Or I also think, like you said, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
One, I think if you're going somewhere where it's like maybe a one price, like a buffet, and everybody's getting that, of course, everybody would pay for their own if that's what was decided. Or if you go somewhere where mostly all of the dishes are about the same price, then I could see you doing that. But I cannot see you doing that when you go to just a regular restaurant in a big group, like, and then you say, because this happened to me.
Yeah, and I think now before you say it's going to depend on what happens in that group.
No,
like what you said, tell your story.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so once again, none of those things came into play. We didn't make a decision before we ordered. No, I didn't know going into it. I was just told we're going to meet at this restaurant. We're celebrating so-and-so's birthday. Now, this was one of those really expensive restaurants where everything is a la carte, which I really don't like. I wouldn't have picked that, but hey.
It was somebody else's birthday, right?
It was somebody else's birthday. So, okay, so I go to the restaurant. And it's one of those places where, like I said, a la carte, the salmon was $28. Steaks are like $40, $50 something for just that. So the salmon just by itself was like $28. Side dishes were like $14.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I'm going to get a salad and that's going to be it. My salad was $14. So the other ladies were, they were having a good time. They was throwing back martinis, ordering appetizers. I said, well, they in a good mood,
Yeah.
So, but honey, we got all the way to the end. And this one lady says, okay, well, we'll just split everything equal. I was like, bullshit. I said, y'all got me all the way effed up. If you
said that's the one who had drank the most and ate the most.
Said, y'all got right. And she was feeling good.
Mhm.
Honey, I said, y'all got me all the way effed up. If you think that I'm gonna finance all those martinis and those appetizers that I didn't even eat or drink.
Your $15 bill went to now $49.99.
Well, I was willing to pay my bill plus a portion of the birthday girl. I was always gonna give something, but I'm gonna pay for everybody, especially if that's not what we had established. See, there's always people like that who get all this stuff, and then at the end they want to.
Well, it worked out better for them. It worked out better.
It works out better.
That's what. But now, what was the response when you said, "Don't include me in that"?
They were like, well, I don't know if they can divide up. I said, this is what I'm going to do. And then I put down my cash on the table.
Cash is king.
I said, this is what I'm paying. Y'all make it work. Okay. That's what I did say. I said,
let me ask you another question.
Man,
the next year on your friend's birthday, were you invited back?
No, I've never been invited back to that group. And I feel so good about I'm okay. I'm not offended,
you can live with it.
But I'm just saying, I just think that's very nervy on people to think that it's okay to just say we're going to split it, especially if that wasn't established in the beginning. And then that person is going to order all of this stuff and then think everybody's supposed to.
I think that's absolutely correct. I think you should discuss it because I can tell you years and years ago, we had no children. We went downtown somewhere with some of Rick's classmates. And they all were there and they ordered all this food and they didn't say split the bill or nothing. They just like everybody paying. But some people had got up and left.
What?
Yes.
They just and didn't pay anything?
You thought they had paid
Oh, my
enough, but they hadn't paid enough. It was a very short bill, and other people had to put in other money. And the girl was mad when she opened up the tip thing because the tip was nowhere what it should have been.
Yeah.
Because other people, like we had to end up putting like in another $40.
Now, see, that's wrong.
And that's absolutely wrong.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you cannot do that and then expect other people to pay it. So I'm on the other thing is either you think of you, first of all, everything should be discussed. The person who does the reservation should say, hey, they don't split checks or they do split checks here. So everybody just order what you want, or you just get together and say, hey, you all want to just split it, whatever. But that should be something. You don't wait until after everybody has eaten and drank whatever they wanted to eat. And then all of a sudden, now we're going to talk about how
Well, they felt they kind of had you. Like, even if they had discussed it beforehand, you would have said no, because you were not partaking to that degree.
I wasn't going to do that. But like I said, thank God I had some cash on.
Yeah, cash makes a difference.
That's it. I had cash and I had enough to cover what I was eating, plus the portion of the birthday girls and whatever tax and gratuity. So I just was like.
But you're saying thank God you had cash back then. This was quite a while ago. Yeah. We kept cash. Today,
now it would have been an issue. I would have been looking for an ATM machine. I've been like, I'll be right back.
Hold on. No. You'd have just been like, I'm going to cash app you what I'm about to give you. That's called that a day.
Right. That's what we would do. But we want to know what your opinion is. And we want you to put in the comments. We want you to really tell us what you think. Because is it, appropriate to just expect that somebody's going to split a bill? Or do you think should be something that's discussed? Whatever you think, please let us know. Put it in the comments. If you like watching us, continue to follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube. And we will see you next time for another episode of Public Opinion Tea Time. Bye. Bye.